I am an empath, so I attract narcissists. But I like who I am and I don't want to change that. It pains me how often I see statements like this one. Empaths don't attract narcissists. That's a very common misconception that I even see on many narcissistic recovery pages and channels. So if empaths don't attract narcissists, then where does this misconception come from? And who does attract narcissists? And after all, you are probably an empath and attract narcissists. So who am I to tell you that empaths don't attract narcissists? To understand all of this, we need to understand how and why people end up in a narcissistic or toxic relationship in the first place. And the answer is, you ended up in a toxic relationship because you don't have strong and healthy boundaries for yourself. Narcissists will usually start to overstep your boundaries very early on in the relationship. Most of the time with something very small, where you think, oh, it wasn't that bad. Everything else is so good, I can overlook that. Maybe it was really my fault. But if you do this, it's a signal for the narcissist to keep going, and it will just get worse and worse. But as an empath, I'm very forgiving, and that's why I allowed that. Yes, but again, being an empath is not the issue here. You can forgive as much as you want, but that doesn't mean you have to stay in a relationship with that person. And it for sure doesn't mean that you have to accept toxic or abusive behavior without standing up for yourself. Going deeper, the real root issue is likely that you have a low sense of self-worth and self-love. Likely you don't love yourself unconditionally. That's why you keep neglecting yourself, don't stand up for yourself, and are not there for yourself. And these are not traits of an empath. These are traits of a codependent. And you know how every retriever is a dog, but not every dog is a retriever? It's the exact same thing here. Every codependent is an empath, but not every empath is a codependent. Codependency causes you to end up with toxic and narcissistic people because you have a low sense of self-worth and thus weak boundaries. And that's exactly what these people are searching for. And by the way, this might be entirely unconscious to you. Being an empath is amazing because you have a lot to offer to the world, to everyone around you, and can form very deep connections. But it's absolutely crucial that you put yourself first. Self-love and standing up for yourself is not selfish, it's necessary out of many reasons. For example, the most important relationship you have in your life is the relationship you have with yourself. Because literally every other relationship directly depends on it. Also, if you really want to help others and do good in the world, you need to be there for yourself first. Because only like this you are at your best and have actually something to give to others. You see, you can be an empath with strong boundaries, a healthy sense of self-worth, and without toxic people around you. The reason why you are attracting narcissists or are surrounded by toxic people is that you are codependent, not that you are an empath. Codependency is a self-love deficit, usually rooted in childhood attachment wounds. Click the video over here to learn exactly what codependency is and how to heal it, so that you don't end up with a narcissist ever again.